Have you ever had a goal that you wanted to complete, but you run into one or two problems? One, you either don't know how to start, or two, you don't know how to complete it. You don't know the steps to get from A to Z. And if you're in that position now, I've got a few things that may help you out. Anytime you have a goal, you need to know where you're going to start and where you want to be at the end. And if you know what it is you're wanting to do, you just got to do it. There's a strength coach, I believe it was Dan John. So if I'm wrong and you know, please feel free to correct me down below. But what was said is, if you want to do the thing, you got to do the thing. And what he was talking about was in respect to being able to press a heavy weight overhead or even bench press. In order to press the weight and be able to bench press or shoulder press a certain amount of weight, say if you want to bench press or shoulder press 300 pounds, to get to that point, you have to start pressing, and you got to press often to be able to get to that weight that you're wanting to get to. So if you're not exercising, if you're not creating the habits that you need to create and do on a daily basis to get to the end goal, you're never going to reach that result. Whether it's losing weight, getting healthier, pressing a certain weight, earning a certain amount of money, whatever it may be, if you're not doing the daily habits and being consistent with them, you're never going to reach the goal that you set out for. Now, it's not even about the goal even, and you probably heard the saying, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters. And that is very, very, very true. And the reason that is in order to be the person that can press 200 pounds overhead or 300 pounds overhead, or the person to earn $1 million a year, or whatever it is, you have to become that person. Who you currently are, who is not doing that thing, cannot sustain if they get to that point without becoming a new person who can sustain that. And that is all developed in the journey. Now, I know the journey to become that person can seem a bit daunting at times. And I mean, believe me, I wanted to quit my first day of chiropractic school. But if I can stick it through, become a chiropractor, be in practice for 14, 15 years now, 14, open a business, have a family at the same time. If I can do all that, you guys can do whatever it is you're setting out to do as well. You just got to have belief in yourself. You got to be consistent and just have those daily habits that get you just a little bit further each day. And it doesn't have to be a lot. I believe there's a principle out there that says just get 1% better from day to day, from yesterday to today, and you'll actually get more ground than trying to make these huge jumps just from going from being able to, and again, using weightlifting as an example, going from being able to shoulder press 100 pounds to 300 pounds overnight. It's not going to happen. But if you get 1% better each day, you'll get there a whole lot faster. And it gives you little wins that you can stack up on each other. And you got to follow those. Now, I'm the world's worst at it as far as looking for the little wins and the daily wins. But I do know when you look at them and you actually look for them, there's quite a bit of it. It might not be what you think that it should be, but there are quite a few wins that you experience on your daily life that will help push you along the way and also build that confidence up to, again, get to be the person that you're setting out to be to attain what you're seeking to attain. So keep up the work, guys. Have a great time. I'd love to hear whatever you're working on, whatever goals you're shooting for. And if you just have any questions, shoot me a message. Have a great one. Bye.